Welcome back. This is Tony Huang. Here we are in Austin at the Austin Technology and CIO Panel Forum. With me is one of the representatives that's also the venue host from IC Square here in University of Texas. Good morning, Sandra. Sarah.
Good morning.
Let's talk about a little bit about what you guys do and about Tech BA or Tech BA, right?
Both. Well, I work with the IC Square Institute, and we do economic development programs around the world. The TechBA program is part of the Secretary of Economy of Mexico program that is funded through a nonprofit foundation called FUMIC, and they basically hired us to do international business development, and I lead that effort for them. So they're my clients, and we have over 60 companies that have gone through the program, and we have 14 in residence in Texas.
So what are some of the more famous ones that we have heard of?
Well, a biometrics company called Mercatum, they got awarded $1 million from the Governor's Fund of the Emerging Technology Fund, and it's the first international company. And I have another company called IDC, who is a sole source provider for the Department of Defense, and they created an intelligent toolbox. So from loyalty marketing programs to RFID to biometrics to chicken vaccinations is the type of companies that we have seen come through this program.
Well, we really appreciate you hosting this event, and we hope you guys can host more in the future.
We would love to host more events from the tech execs.
That's right, tech execs.
Tech execs, yeah.
Thank you so much.
So, Jerome, what are the CIO or the CIO panel? What will they be discussing, or what would be the topic of conversation today?
Well, they're going to talk a little bit about the challenges that they face day to day in their managing their IT environments, and what they have top of their list to achieve this year in 2009.
Fantastic. Now, not everyone knows, Jerome, but you are the new chair for the Austin and San Antonio chapter. So tell us a little bit about what we foresee for Austin and San Antonio.
Well, we've done, this is our second event in Austin this year. We'll have two more before the year's over, before we culminate in the CIO dinner at the end of the year. So I foresee us doing more of these in the Austin and San Antonio area, as well as expanding outside of Texas, which Anthony has discussed on a number of occasions how he's expanding this to kind of go across the country.
Great. What sounds
My name's Bill Aaron. I'm with Oracle. I have the privilege of leading a team in our mid-market practice on the application side. And today we talked about the role that IT plays to help automate in the HR arena with today's challenging times with morale and all the things that we're dealing with external factors. I talked a lot about the leadership position that IT plays in helping make HR part of the practice and part of the automation. And if you looked at a lot of the studies that I cited, there's tremendous research done with Gallup and corporate executive boards and a lot of studies that showcase the productivity gap. And when you have disengaged employees, it's very challenging to overcome that from a productivity standpoint. And there's a lot of things that point to the trends that it's vitally important for the employee base to be engaged in what they do on a day-to-day basis and be aligned with the vision of the business. And so we talked a lot about that.
What would be some of the key takeaway points that you would like everyone to know?
Yeah, I think the most important thing that I challenged the IT leadership in the room today was that they can take an active role in painting a picture of the business case of leveraging technology to automate HR functions. I think it's becoming so important with the new hiring and the new employee workforce that they leverage technology to do little things like self-service applications and service automation, and the translation of building a business case and how that can make an impact to the financials of an organization is very, very profound, and it's well documented. So I think that would be what I'd leave with the technology executives, is take a leadership position. HR typically gets pushed aside in small to medium businesses. I think there's a tremendous story to be told about how they can automate and leverage technology to make an impact.
Great. Thank you so much for being here today, and we really appreciate you coming out and bringing awareness to different organizations. Thank you. Today we have Derek Benavides with Campus Advantage today in the awesome Tech Execs Forum, and thank you for being here, Derek.
Sure.
Today we want to just go over a little or a couple of things that you will be discussing today on the forum, maybe a little bit about your company and kind of summarizing that for us.
Yeah, sure. Campus Advantage is a third-party property management company. We provide management for student housing along universities. We actually provide management for just about 20 universities or so. We have about 48 to 50 properties across the United States. And we emphasize, as we all know, in student housing in universities these days, in technology.
And what is your functional role?
I'm the Vice President of Information Technology. I provide the vision and the tools and the resources for all technologies in relation to these sites, each of these properties, as well as the corporate office. We do deal with a lot of back-end databases, IT infrastructure. We have a full help desk, and we have actually a project management department as well.
Great. Derek, today you're actually going to be talking about some key topics. And for those of you who actually missed the forum today, what types of things would you want to get across or summarize for us?
The importance of a BIA, a business impact analysis, which is part of best practices as far as information technology. As we all know, with the state of the economy today, looking and going through an exercise of a business impact analysis allows you to put in place a true best practices. And what that means in IT, it allows you to be more effective about your resources as far as what your cost is, to not just build an IT infrastructure, but as well to maintain and support it and create more value for your clients.
Great. That's important information, and we really appreciate you being here today and being with the Austin local chapter, and I'm sure that everyone else out there will appreciate what you have to say and what is within your organization. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
With me today is Colin Osborne, and he is in our CIO Austin panel today. So today we'd like to introduce Colin. So tell us a little bit, Colin, who you're with and what you do for your organization.
I'm with a company called Intelligence. It provides software to the automotive industry asset tracking. We run 3 of the largest websites on